And then we do this part. Yes, yes. And then we do this part. In theory, yes. Huh? Yes. Post, yes. There we go. Oh, righty. Then, hello everyone, I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. This is the Electric Metropolis video game tour, and today we are playing our first episode of Fabula Ultima, Dungeon of the Lost Princess, where we get to meet our delving adventurers within the dungeon who have been gathered together in the first entrance hall of the Dungeon of Nazo, as it is called more formally. And things will be explained as we go. We zoom way in, you'll probably have to go way, way deep. And different music because you're in the dungeon. Oh, I didn't pick. We'll just do this one. We'll do this one.
Familiar soundtrack.
So, the four adventurers, rather, have been gathered together by the adventuring guilds and have been called, and this is your first delve together. There was some level of paperwork that would have been done at the Venturing Guild. They would have done basic things like making sure you have basic equipment, basic supplies, torches, things like that. And a warning that the best way to navigate the dungeon is to navigate it yourself, to not be overly dependent on the travails of others. And ostensibly, the various adventuring parties that are down here are... You're all part of the same guild. It is not celebrated to attack each other, but it is not unheard of, even among you new adventurers, that some people can be somewhat competitive in their treasure hunting. And worse yet, there is a rumor out of the stacks that suggests that there is a rogue delving organization that does not follow the rules of the guild. But
and to say nothing of, adventurers being controlled by the dark forces down here.
Mm-hmm. So, the four of you are currently within the entrance chamber of the Dungeon of Nazo. It is a light pink, almost purplish walls with torches lighting the room, hanging overhead. A small painting of the castle, a castle within the kingdom. A nearby bookshelf with various small ideas like how to adventure, dungeoneering and you, things like that. The table is something that got brought in by adventurers after a while. Just so people had somewhere to sit. Originally, this is just a room people pass through, but it is customary, the guild says, for new delvers to convene here and double check their gear before they head down. But the question remains, who are these four people? Starting with Paige.
Oh, good heavens. All right, you started with me then. Well, I suppose you could say I have experience with dungeon delving, though it's rather unorthodox. Paige, or preferably Miss Cawthorn as she likes to be called, is a relatively tall and willowy woman who, her soft white hair has been tied up into a strange-looking bun. She is cloaked. She's wearing a white cloak that goes down to about her mid knee that obscures most of what she's wearing, except for her arms, which are sticking out of the cloak in order to hold a navy aged grimoire, which she is flipping through, mostly to get her attention away from the people around her. She has been submitting paperwork 3 times so far, no less than 3, perhaps even 4, to bypass the party restrictions and adventure on her own, and has each time been struck down and then returned with an ever more complicated loophole.
Until
At this point, she thinks the guild is doing this to her out of spite. But it's no matter. She has a plan. If there's anything she has, it's a plan. And it requires her to sit in the corner alone and not think about the teenagers.
And next we have to look at Roan.
Roan is somewhat unusual for this area, and he's seems to be a fey creature of some sort. He carries with him a bronze sword and wears a leather glove with iron kind of punch daggers built into it, aka the Iron Knuckle. And he wears, name of it? Yes, a combat tunic, because to make a long story short, many commercially available armors have steel.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh well. I just need to make enough money and get the special metal bits to trade for special metal bits that I care about, mainly armor in a metal that won't make me sick.
That sounds important.
And he has been telling everyone within earshot that he is a treasure hunter extraordinaire. Has he found treasure? Well, yes, he showed you some shiny rocks that he was particularly enamored with. This seems to be just river pebbles that are shiny. That's right.
And next we look to Hannah.
Anna will dramatically stand up and loudly push her chair back when she realizes it's her turn to introduce herself, right? And then she'll self-consciously look back at the chair, not realizing it was going to be quite so damn loud. But then she'll straighten herself up and say, "Hi, everybody. I'm Hana Hitano, and I'm not from around here, but I'm a priestess from a shrine town way up in the mountains that you've probably never heard of, up in the Silver Mist Mountains, and I'm here to represent for my people, and no, I'm actually like hearing the sounds of what I think might be the angry elemental spirits that are trapped here, and I have to help them. That's all." And then I pull my chair back in quietly and I sit down.
How is she armed and attired?
Oh, she's wearing just the nicest little silk shirt and dress combo with a witch hat, which is just a great big oversized type of thing, and carrying a large magical tome type book, and a couple of other items that we'll discuss later.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, Latch.
As we see a young human, maybe in his early 20s, dark black shirt with the sort of the V cut, this little I keep forgetting what it's not this sort of dark purple cloth around his waist and black pants. Notably, he doesn't seem to have any weapon on him. Instead, he seems to just be fiddling with and tuning a rather crude-looking violin at his side. And on hearing Hannah's whole spiel, he kind of just rolls the one eye that you can see, the other's covered up by this flop of hair. He just sort of rolls the one eye.
So, correct me if I'm wrong.
Continues.
Oh, continue. Sorry.
And he just continues tuning his violin.
I neglected to mention that Hannah is actually quite petite. She's very short, very thin. I'm done now. Sorry.
It's okay. So from the descriptions here, it seems, and from what it seems, and this is one thing they hammer down, it seems the four of you have been brought together by fate. This was not a party, a sign of friends who knew each other, no one following a chosen one to find a thing. It's four people who wanted to adventure and delve into the dungeon, but the guildmaster, in her wisdom, does not let people who are new to adventuring go down soloing the dungeon. It's like, no, you don't go down there unless you're with a group. And the senior more groups already have higher, more skilled adventurers, so lower skilled adventurers are banded together. The four of you were signed to each other, it seems. And it seems from the backgrounds and from what we discussed, even before stream, it sounds like none of you are from this town.
No.
Like, none of you are from, which is not uncommon for adventurers. A lot of adventurers have come from afar to look into the Dungeon of the Lost Princess or the Dungeon of Nazo.
Not from the town, but I am from the kingdom of Rakoi.
Right. I'm from the region, but not super close. Just, you'll have heard of the mountains that I'm from.
Yeah.
A couple of days travel away, but not far.
If you're a wayfarer, if you had a wayfarer level or two, you'd be like, oh, I've seen that on a map. What, really? Like, well,
right.
the kind of map you put on a big wall in an inn somewhere where you're trying to make sure no one gets lost. It's like, oh, there's a little dot there. What's there? I don't know. It's just called something. It's not important enough for anyone to know what it does.
Do I count as a local?
You probably adopted the local dialect, I'd say. So you probably sound a little local.
After 2 months?
Oh, you have to pick up how you speak somehow. unless you sound otherworldly in your speech, which is possible. Did I not name the town? I did. Oh, the town is called. I'm smart. I know my own setting, everybody. The dungeon town of Nazo. The town is called Nazo. The dungeon is called the Dungeon of the Lost Princess. You're in the kingdom of Rakoi. I pinned them in the Discord, so I would have to look for it again.
Well, I don't know. The dungeon of Nazo does sound awesome, though. Yeah. So it sounds like maybe the adventurers call it that.
Well, the adventurers called in the. There's two things that this dungeon's called. It's either it originally was called, and this is where I'm screwing up. And I looked at my own notes. I have notes. This originally was the place of vows. Was originally what this was going to be. The place of vows, a temple to life and death. Whereas after time, it became known as the Dungeon of the Lost Princess, because now it's not just some temple, it's full of monsters and traps, and the rooms change and all that sort of stuff, so it's more a dungeon than a temple now, unfortunately. And then the dungeon town of Nazo was built near the dungeon mouth.
Sure. Did we nail down exactly how long ago that actually happened? Was it the last year, the last 5 years, the last 10 years?
I believe it was the last 40. It was 40 years ago when once the first hero party went in, which was the guild mistress. She went in with her party, looked around, and then said, "Darn, we can't do this on our own." She came back up, and then when one of her party died, she came back up and built. Well, she started the guild, and then over 40 years, people have been kind of tackling this place.
Okay. So the Lost Princess is unlikely to still be around unless there's a Sleeping Beauty situation. Got it.
Unless some form of royal magic is keeping her alive, but most people don't know the secrets of royal magic. It's left for the royals of the kingdom, so maybe they're long-lived. But
sure.
But yeah, there's a pretty common thing that one of the two things that the guild is looking for is either rescue the princess or at the very least rescue her remains.
Wow. Okay. Dark, but okay.
So, on the way in, there was a shrine to the Arcana that was outside the dungeon mouth, which was dedicated to the various grand Arcana of the elements, of light, of wind, of dark, of poison, of physicality, of fire, of ice, and so on. Some adventurers, they have to commune with the spirits to get their power. Some are spiritualists, and it's more that's another way they connect with their power. Others just do, some do pray to them just out of sheer, I hope the spirits are with me, sort of thing. Did any of the four of you, but it's not mandatory. The kingdom doesn't mandate this. It's just more of it. The shrine was built as part of the temple, and then that's the one part that's kind of keeping most minor monsters from just flooding up out of the dungeon. But what did the four of you do when you passed it?
Well, are we near the shrine now? Are we in the shrine room, basically?
No, you passed it. You're inside the dungeon currently.
Okay.
I'm asking.
Well, I would say.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out one thing. While the other three were filing in ahead of me, I probably was praying at the shrine, since I'm actually like a little beginner priestess. So they will have noticed that about, if that's okay.
Well, let's see if anyone else was praying, because maybe other people pray. They might not.
Miss Cawthorne stopped and looked at the shrine, but didn't pray. She was the first into this room, and she seems somewhat impatient.
Sure.
Yeah, Latch didn't even give the shrine a second glance. He just trudged in, hands in his pocket, and sat down, pulled his violin off his back, and started tuning it.
Okay. Nice.
I need to. What is the nature of the Arcana?
How do you mean?
Like, what type of, are they just spirits? What realm do they come from? Are they native to this realm, or?
They are the Grand Arcana are the personification of the elements. So, the Grand Arcana of light, the Grand Arcana of wind, and so on. They are elemental forces that are considered primordial to the world. Different cultures respect them or treat them differently. Some of them, it's like it's a river, except that's the spirit of rivers, that sort of thing. Others have a whole religion based on them and various saints and stuff like that. Ultimately, though, if one were to put a species type to them, they are considered elementals.
Just the ultimate elementals.
Every other elemental derives their power from these ones.
Yeah, greatest elemental.
Yep.
Okay. Roan would kind of give a wave at the shrine and keep going.
Very good.
Oh, hi.
So yes, indeed, Hana, you were the only one who stopped the pray. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, let's
Yeah.
check. Let's check. Maybe some of them are. No, none of them are reverent about it at all. Well, never mind then.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, no. And yeah, when you Hana when you pray, you have class levels that have some priestess. Is that a class level thing or is it just a personal thing? Like a
This is
cultural
actually a class thing as well. Like, she is a spiritist as well,
Yeah.
so she is like a brand new priestess of her people, which was the only reason she was allowed to leave as young as she is. She didn't tell people, if she tried to explain to them this calling that she heard, they would just act like she was kind of crazy because nobody else heard it. So she learned to keep her mouth shut, and when she was finally qualified enough as a priestess to be able to be allowed to leave the village, she came straight here without telling anybody and joined the guild and etc. So even her own people aren't supporting her on this because they don't know she's here.
And the great guild mistress wouldn't have asked too many questions. It's like her main concern is, you want to go in? Okay, show me what you can do. Show me that you have all the stuff you need.
Right.
Here's the stuff you're missing, and then you're set up. And beyond that, she does not pry into people's past. Unless they're like wanted by the crown or something, then maybe she'd be a little more. She'd have a few more questions, but none of you had that kind of background. All that to say that Hana, since you're a spiritist and you pray, you can sense that although the Grand Arcana aren't here at this shrine, they hear you. Like you can feel their spirits echoing far off somewhere else in the countless realms. So that tells you that those were created by very powerful ritual magic.
Okay.
And you get the feeling that any low-ranked elemental would struggle. Because at the minute they come out, they basically would walk out and say, hey, there's no grand elemental of fire. And then as they leave the dungeon, they can sense the grand arcana of fire and go, haha, nope. I'm going back in. That's safer. But yeah, the four of you are in the dungeon entrance. You are aware that to progress, you need one of three things to get to the next strata. Each strata, as you see as we zoom way out, is
This map is so big.
massive. This covers the endless floors. Well, endless, but there's a certain amount of floors. Each horizontal constitutes multiple floors. We're looking top down, of course. You're trying to go down as much as possible. Once you get to the bottom, layer, it is more possible, I should say, to find a passageway that leads down to the next strata, the next set of floors, which will also inevitably mean stronger monsters, stronger threats, but richer rewards. And even the founding hero party, they just got to Strata 4 and then stopped. Like they only just finished Strata 3. And supposedly there's supposed to be 5 plus the actual place of vows from which the princess supposedly disappeared from. Yeah. Oh, yes. So one is finding a way down to the next strata. Once you've found the next strata, you'll be able to mark it on your map, and you can just travel roll through a strata as opposed to travel rolling from room to room. You could also try to find the artifact of enlightenment that's in each strata. That will, because when you find an entrance, usually they're either at the entrance or near the entrance. There's usually a powerful monster that guards it. Or if you find a powerful monster, that tells you that the strata passageway is nearby, because it's usually the monster came up from the previous strata, from the lower strata, and that's how you know you're close. But if you have an artifact of enlightenment, you can use that, and the monster will treat you as if you were it will treat you as if you were the princess herself, and they'll let you by. And that's what all the sages and the sacks are saying, and even the nobles. But that That's considered a rather difficult thing to do. And of course, the third thing is if you fight the powerful monster from the lower floor, from the lower strata, if you bring proof of that to the guild mistress, she will tell you a passage that her party went through. So you don't have to spend time searching each tile. You can actually be just told it's here. It's like, oh, okay. But it's also possible to find multiple ways out. Down, rather.
A trophy from the monster, basically. Like, you'd have to bring proof.
Yeah. A horn, a tooth, a wing. Like something that's unique to that monster.
Yep. Toenail claw from a giant beast.
Yeah.
Sure.
But before you lies a door, and all of you are gathered up. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to look around at everybody wide-eyed and then say, Roan, you're an expert, right? Do you want to take the lead?
We're going.
Absolutely.
Sure. I'm in the middle, somewhere.
I'll take the front.
Latch is gonna just sort of shuffle behind.
Oh, the grid reset. That's okay.
As the doors open, I just want to make one comment to the player of the game. Solo leveling, this is not that kind of game.
Alright, so
Let's go,
I
everybody.
didn't watch that one.
So first thing we check, there's in this particular campaign, there's two things we check. One is a travel roll as you move through the dungeon. We're gonna hand wave away the labyrinthine twists and turns. You can presume there's lots of moving around and stuff, but here there's also the possibility of random rooms being generated, and that as a call out. The system I'm using to help me generate the dungeon, it's not meant exactly for this, but I'm using it as my inspiration. It's called Delve, a solo map drawing game, created by Anna Blackwell. It's meant as a solo, you draw a dungeon as you go further and further down, and you help. It's a map making game, as it says in it. So what that means is that I draw cards, and random rooms are generated. Certain very dangerous rooms, if I draw the card for it, I will put it away and draw a new one, because you're not that deep yet. You're in the normal part. You're in the dungeon that looks like a regular building. It's brickwork. It's regular brick floors. It's a place normal people would go. But as you go lower and lower in the stratas, it gets stranger and stranger. And once you pass the third strata, that's when very scary stuff starts happening. Because that's even when the the heroic founding party was in trouble. That also means that there are things you can find, like resources and trade goods, as you find things in the dungeon that will help you. Because in Fabula Ultima, there's a certain level of creating stuff of your own. You're helping fill out the world. And if you have a certain amount of resources or trade goods, it is entirely possible you will find rest stops or safe havens, or find a barrack that's made by other adventurers who help out other adventures around them, things like that. But for now, you know of no resources or trade goods. If you're not aware of it, you can't use it to your party's advantage. And of course, with a travel roll, it is entirely possible you will run into problems. For now, is there anyone who messes with travel rolls currently?
I do not.
Nope.
Surprisingly, none of us start with any particular benefit.
So currently the travel roll level is low, so we're going D8. As you go further into each strata, the roll just gets higher. Until, you start low for strata 1, medium goes to, strata 2 becomes, it goes low, medium, high, very high, and then which is D8, D10, D12, D20. And then once you get to the 5th strata, it becomes 2D20. And I take the worst of the two. Because anything above 6 means something bad happened. If I roll a 1, something good happened. Something special. You discovered something. Which, when you discover something, that if you're low enough in the strata, that means you found a passageway. Or it gives you a chance to use up trade goods and resources you found to say, well, we found, and I'll give some examples of what you can afford to create, as it were, or to have found, as you found a blah, or whatever. Without these, you'll just
Cool.
find ways to go down. Because for now, you'll almost always be going this way. You'll be going left to right. Unless you get to the end of the row, then you go down automatically. If you roll a 1, you can always say, I want to go down. I want the next room to be a down arrow, a stairwell.
If one of us picks up stuff that messes with it later, how would that interact with that 2d20? Would it bring it like one step would bring it down to the 1d20, 2 steps would bring it down to the d12?
If it's the 2d20, you reduce it to 2d12.
Oh, so in other words, it would always still be 2 dice.
Yeah, because the 5th floor is breaking all the rules. It's so close
Gotcha.
to the Sea of Souls that it's very powerful. But you do pull the dice roll up, so it does. You can make it suck
Yeah,
less.
still helps. I think you can get up to like total of 3 ranks, but they don't stack with multiple characters. But like one character can get up to 3 ranks max, I think. 3 steps reduced. Is that right, or am I misrecalling?
I don't recall.
Something like that.
That's
Yeah,
certainly not the plan.
I'm
And
not going to worry about it right now. I'll just have it. Okay.
also, it is possible for it to, if anything happens in the town of Nazo, it's a D6. If I say there's something dangerous in town, even if I say that, it's a D6. There's a 1 in 6 chance something actually bad happens to you because there's a bunch of adventurers and guards in town who are keeping bad things from happening too much. If it does get higher, it will be immediately obvious because it shouldn't be dangerous in the dungeon town. That's the whole point of having all those guards, all these adventurers gathered here. Yeah. So, first off, how dangerous is the next place you're going? It is not terribly dangerous. Okay. So, you found 9 of clubs. And welcome to me drawing stuff as we go. So, 9 of clubs is a natural formation of some kind. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. So I roll 22. Okay, it's just normal size. Boop. I drew a line. That's not what I was going for. Box.
That was quite a scribble.
Doop, doop. Map. You find immediately in the next area let's see. Nine. D4. 2. Do I have that already? You find a hive of giant ants. Who aren't immediately threatening to you. Do I have giant?
Good.
That's giant rat. Hey, bombard ants. I do have those. All right.
Let's not mess with them.
Yeah, let's not mess with them.
Are they blocking our way through, or can we slip past them if we try?
Give insight as part of it. They don't look immediately hostile, but yeah, it's a pretty safe thing to ask if it's like will they mess with you if you go by them?
I'm really good at insight. Y'all want me to lead?
Wait, although Paige, what do you have? Because I know you're a lore
10.
master this time.
Yeah, I've
and
got
Lore
a 10.
Master.
But
And
what do
Lore
you have
Master,
for?
you go ahead. I'll
I
support
was
you.
gonna say, because what do you have for like lore master talents?
Flash of Insight, Quick Assessment.
Ooh.
So yes, Flash of Insight can activate here.
If you roll a 13 or above.
It's possible.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Well, you
I'll
get
roll to
something.
help. I do help.
9.
Do the rest of us want to help? Or at least try?
Getting up to 10 would not be bad for you.
Yeah, getting one more up would be good.
Maybe you don't want to help her. She's old.
We don't know each other yet. Yeah.
I know. I don't know if I will succeed, but I will certainly try.
What about the emo boy in the back? Is he going to do anything useful?
So that's
He is going to do something useful.
9, 10. Very good.
Nice.
Good. Too bad the crit doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I am free. I no longer make the insight rolls.
Indeed.
So everything
Oh, I
but...
should have done insight checks. Oh.
So, you recognize, the group of you look upon these bombardants, and, Miss Cawthorn, you explain what you can, but there's a certain level of fuzziness to your knowledge, because you haven't dungeon delved before. You're familiar with the dungeon to some degree, but, it's been a while since you've actually been able to come back down here. To actually look around, and others are able to fill in some of the blanks and explain things in ways that everyone can understand. That these bombard ants are human-sized ants that are an extension of their queen's will. They have the traits explosive, flammable, mindless, and territorial. They're level 10 beasts. And they have Dex D10, Insight D6, Might D10, Willpower D6, 70 HP, resistant to lightning, vulnerable to fire, resistant to light, and very high initiative. So they are mindless and territorial. So you do have a bit of a problem. They're not immediately hostile. They don't immediately rush out at you because you're not. That area is not their territory, so they're not thinking about it.
Want to pass?
You can't tell there's no queen here, though. There seems to be... You can see there's like a burrow that shows that they've come in. They come up out of something. And you get the feeling that you possibly could try to look for a way down that way, but you might get yourself into more of their hive.
I do have one more question for you, Corby.
Mm-hmm.
What elements for my... invoking are present in the scene? What 2 elements are present in the scene?
Lightning and light. Bolt and light.
What?
I should say, sorry.
Light is not a valid element for Invoker.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, I was expecting earth and air, actually, but okay.
Now, hold on. I said... I see symbols. I just call them how I have to remember them. Wait, I can do a cheat. This is why I have a hand up for myself, so I can look at the elements.
Yeah, that's a good one to probably keep on hand, because you're going to be getting a lot of what elements are on this scene, Corby.
Yeah, it's going to happen like every time we come to a new scene, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Or
every time we get to battle, for sure.
Okay, so light is an actual name of an element. It's just not one you benefit from.
Right. Well, I mean, I ordinarily light or dark are only invoked when I have that
heroic skill.
Otherwise, the other standard elements are the ones that are normally on the scenes. You get to pick 2 out of 5. And
except, not poison and not physical.
Right. I was going to say the standards that would be on the scene would be either air, earth, fire, lightning, or water.
I'm going to look up Invoker. Is Invoker in high fantasy?
Natural.
Is natural fantasy.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Just 'cause...
Shall I fill space while you're reading that?
Sorry?
Just filling...
To the scenery?
Filling space. To the scenery.
Oh, go, yeah.
Formica gigantica. I do believe these ones are omnivorous? No, yes.
Doesn't that mean they'll eat anything?
Yes.
That's not exactly reassuring. That's not exactly reassuring.
Luckily, they're not exactly very intelligent creatures. If were we to, say, distract them or startle them, we might be able to walk right past.
Ooh, maybe a distraction.
What kind of distraction would work?
Well, they are flammable. No, there's gotta be a better way.
Maybe if we just rush past quickly, they won't have time to react to us?
They are, in fact, territorial, and if there are 4 here, I don't believe that they're the only ones.
Maybe if we go around the outer edge?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to try, be my guest.
Do you have any
Okay, I understand what they mean. Okay. Bolt and earth.
Okay, thank you. Sorry to be a
maybe
pain.
No, I just didn't know how Invoker worked. I was like, oh, okay, I know what they're driving at.
Yeah,
I
it's a
know
new
what the
thing.
idea is. I know what they're driving at.
okay. I need to double check something. I'm not used to not playing an alchemist. Oh, that's only the one. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. I would have thought of doing that. It's only one, so. Hey, I could just go and be a diversion if you want.
How so?
Like, go in there and start attacking them.
Oh, no,
That
Like, with my
seems
sword.
that seems incredibly ill-advised. Here, Latch Thighs, if you need a distraction, I guess I can oblige. As
What do you
he
want?
as he whips out his violin.
Oh, you're going to serenade them. Lovely.
Hey, it could be magical. Let's give him a shot.
As looking at all of these giant ants, Latch is going to begin playing a slow, lilting tune in an attempt to sort of pull their attention and kind of calm them a bit.
This feels like an opposed roll. Willpower is part of it.
I'm gonna do willpower. This is what Latch is good at.
You're trying to play a lullaby or something.
Yeah.
And there's 4 of them, so I'm going to roll to see if anyone else assists. Well, no, even 9. If it even gets +3, 10, 11, 12. They could tie. So
They could tie, which would force a reroll.
Nope.
Nope.
Even if the other ones succeed, it's not possible. So yeah, you are able. You play. What kind of tune is it that draws these bombarded ants' attention?
It is. It's slow, and oddly melancholy. He's not doing like a big bombastic like fiddle solo, as it were. Go.
I'm going to use this opportunity to try to sneak past to the other door.
You're able to sneak past the other door. They seem thoroughly distracted by Latch.
Okay. I get
I
over
will-
there, examine it. But yes, go ahead. Come after me. Yeah.
I'll let others go and stick myself in between.
Well, you notice they
Other
seem to be
people
attracted to
and
Latch,
the
so Latch can't
ants.
go. Latch can't go next because then he'll bring the ants with him.
In that case, I will stick myself here.
No better solutions then. All right. Well,
I get out of the way so you can have the door.
these are oil-burning lanterns or torches. Yes. What source of light is in this room?
Give me insight as part of it. It's a pretty low target number, but you might not understand how these work.
Oh goodness!
Thankfully, it's pretty low, but I think the number I need is 8. But let's check. Maybe that's enough.
I thought 7 was
Open
like
check.
the benchmark for open checks.
Open check 7.
Yes. Standard difficulty is 7, 10, or 13, I thought.
That's why I was double checking, because I...
Oh, yeah.
Give me a break, everybody.
Sure.
Brief.
Sorry.
So with a 7, it is very easy. These are these are torches. So every so often, the Hero Guild will come in and replace the torches. But these are like regular torches. Like cloth soaked in a bit of burnable material and then set in a little sconce to burn for a while. Sometimes adventurers like yourselves will take one of their own torches and just replace one of them if they see one of them's out.
Well then,
You might want to keep moving. I can't keep this up forever.
It's 2.
I'll examine the door and open it.
Let's find out.
You
how
there? And she points to Roan.
Uh-oh.
There's a torch on that wall. I need you to come in there and grab it.
Hannah, insight is part of it.
Okay.
As you examine the door.
I will go in here. What material is the sconce made out of?
Iron, probably.
I think that might be a critical success. It's doubles of 6 or more.
But it's
If that succeeds.
but
If it
it's-
succeeds.
yeah.
No, I believe I reread that. If you actually get
Page
6s
number.
or better,
Page
it automatically succeeds. I don't
Page
remember. I'll
number.
look for it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll
Why
look in
you
the
asking
index.
for a
I'll look in
number?
the past. Critical.
Critical success. When both of these roll a check, use the same number, and the number is 6 or higher. The result is a critical success. If you roll critical success, your check is unsuccessful, and apply the effects of an opportunity. Really? So we weren't doing that the whole time last time. It's always a success if you roll doubles?
Exactly. So in other words, I did get a critical success just now. Woohoo! Get an opportunity for it. That's mind bending, right?
Okay.
That's bad both directions.
It is. It surprised me though. It surprised me a lot. But yeah, opportunity time.
So critical success can happen way more often in Fabula Ultima.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Okay,
things you
so-
learn on campaign 2.
I'll look over at Paige and say, actually,
You're
can I
gonna...
grab the torch out of the sconce without touching the sconce?
Yeah, because the torch is wood.
Okay,
So one thing you...
I will do that.
So you have a torch now. Normally that would cost you inventory to grab a torch out of your own bag, but that room literally has torches that get refilled all the time. So that's kind of the benefit of that room is free torches.
Yeah, it's the whole point of them.
Yeah, because sometimes the adventurer goes, I'll just grab one of these real quick. Someone will be by. So Hannah, what you discovered about this door is that it looks like you could open it and go forward. The problem is it looks like it would make... It's kind of been... the ants have messed with it a bit. And like just bumping into it and stuff. So now it looks like it looks like the door is like kind of stuck. So if you try to force it open, it will make a loud pop noise, a loud screeching noise that will draw their attention.
Okay.
But that said, because it's critical success, that means an opportunity.
Do y'all have a recommendation for an opportunity we can apply before we get into this fight? Because I'm afraid we're about to get into a fight.
I know what I'm thinking about for critical success. In combat, you still have to. I'll double check if we get into combat.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
in combat you have to get higher than their defense for it to still be a critical success or something like that. Anyway,
Right.
I'll have to look at that later. For now, though, opportunity is still
Yeah,
a
so-
thing because you rolled a critical success.
Yeah, so that it makes it more likely that we get opportunities out of combat.
Right.
But while you figure out what your opportunity is, I'll double check that now because you might get into a combat and you might want to know.
I could see like plot twist. You found
Yeah.
like a jar of oil to help grease
That would be
those
useful.
hinges.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, plot twist. I happen to have, like, something that can be used to lubricate these hinges real fast, so the door won't be so loud when I open it. Would that be fine if I use that for my opportunity?
That's a plot twist. It's like you probably had some oil. It doesn't cost you inventory. It's more of a, oh, I didn't think I was going to use this today. I was just using this is for like, random stuff. But sure, why not?
Sure. Okay. Well, I will pull out what looks like a bunch of rotten bananas from my sack that looked like I had carried it with me for weeks and forgotten to eat them. But because they're all rotten and soft, they're full of juice, and I'll squeeze that over the hinges all over the door. It smells quite ugh. But in fact, it might even be useful also as partial distraction for the ants. But the main thing is that the juice will lubricate these damaged hinges and maybe make them less noisy. So after I do that, I then toss it on the floor and give the door just a couple of inches open peek in there. And I'm waving the others, come on, with my hand.
Well, blow me down. To quote from the book, a fumble indicates an automatic failure in regards to an attack. And a critical success means you hit your target regardless of their defense. They also generate opportunities.
Oh.
So yeah, 6 or better.
So, 6 or better, and it's doubles.
Ooh.
Which, oh no, I have to
Any
remember that
double?
from the other side too. I haven't been doing that either, so hooray, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You each should have 2 Fabula. That's one thing I was like, I know I'm forgetting something. There should be tiles. There should be
We
tokens.
start with
down.
3, don't we?
Oh yeah, you start with 3.
Well, I
You're
stole
giving me
1
3.
because you made me look something up. 1 second. Oh, I know what to do. I know a way to do this the fast way. I should have done this the first time. All players. I just have to reduce mine because I don't get Fabula. But
we can enjoy this halcyon moment where the GM has no Ultima.
It's not gonna last.
so you're
It's
checking.
not
It will never occur again.
So Hannah is peeking
Anyways.
into the next room, but there's still 3 other people who are stuck. They aren't at the door yet to get to the next room. But Hannah totally can call fair escape because you're at the door. You have found the way to open it safely.
Well, what do I
Let's-
see on the other side?
Well, okay. I was trying to see if it. Actually, I'll insist. I want to see if these other 3 can get past the threat before I talk
Sure
about
thing.
the next
I'll
room.
wait. No worries.
Because this is a scene where you're getting through this room.
Yeah.
Well, if they get in trouble and it turns into a fight, I'm going to cast a spell anyway, so that's fine.
Can we do this?
Let's just continue. Just start it. Come on, go, just go.
How, GM, when you say the flammable trait, how flammable?
Oh, like they have the flammable trait. I have to get back to their thing.
You mentioned that. Yes.
They are they are explosive and flammable. So
Did you just say explosive?
yep.
Why do you
So
think
if
I have
that
one
one of them on fire, it will go boom.
Well, they're vulnerable to fire, so you are pretty sure they'll be scared of fire, but they won't instantly die. They'll take like if you like touch a torch to them, they'll take like a few dice worth of damage, and then immediately start attacking whoever has the fire. They'll try to knock the fire away from them or something. But if it's warded at them in some way, they might back off just because they don't know how dangerous the fire is.
You're not gonna throw a torch at them and then they're all gonna spontaneously combust.
Sadly. All right.
Exactly. So, you, with the torch, we are going to maneuver Latch over here. And then you're going to get in his way.
Okay.
I mean, he
Huh?
doesn't know Latch's name.
Can you move when you're playing that?
Yeah, Latch is just continuing to play.
They start bumping
Oh,
people
see if
out.
you can lure them into that hole.
That's their burrow hole.
We're going to press him into the corner.
Yeah, actually, can I try to lead them back towards their burrow hole?
Give me another. This is not gonna be a pose. Give me a willpower as part of a test. You have +3 because they are in trance. So it's just a matter of getting them to understand what you want them to do because they are mindless.
Hey, that's a 9.
9. That's even with the +3. Oh. Yeah, they're too.
Yeah.
They're not clever enough to realize what you want to do. So all they end up doing is they move as a group because they're big, and they're kind of up and around the hole, but they're still in your way because they're walking. They're trying to get as close to you as possible. But they know. But when they get too close, you start playing or you start like moving away from them, and the sound changes. So they know enough to go. Oh well, the sound stops. So if I stop here, the nice thing happens.
Yeah, Latch just continues to like nod his head to you two. Just get to the door. Just get to the door.
All right. Now then, we need to put some space between Latch so we can leave.
Yeah.
Use the fire and ward them off. And at that point, you make a break for it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
sounds good.
Try not to hit them. Just wave it around in front of them and try to scare them back.
Exactly.
I go over here.
You wouldn't happen to have brought one of them torches for me, would you have?
Nope.
No.
Dang.
I'm going to start waving the fire to try and push them away from Latch.
Willpower as part of it. I'll give you +1 because they're not vulnerable to it, so they're not terribly thrilled it's there. It will be
I'm going to
opposed.
go willpower Dex, I think,
That makes sense.
because rar and scary, rar.
Hmm.
Willpower might would have been better, but oh well. I already called out willpower Dex, so I will hold to it. Oh, I forgot the +1, so that's an 8.
1, 2, 3. It is No, it is not possible for them to beat you. So yeah, you wave your fire at them. They look very alarmed. And Latch, you're able to move around them because they're not willing to move closer to the fire.
All right, everyone, go!
And now it's
All right, open the door and we go through.
now for the. Oops.
And I will be backing out after them.
Whoop, turn on the grid so I can draw the room properly.
What's a 5, I wonder?
Latch finally stops playing the finally stopped playing the violin and just holds it at his side.
Good. You're not entirely hopeless.
All right. Whoop.
Well, we're all hopeless in our own way.
Right. Yes, of course.
Map. Next door.
Where'd you learn to play that then?
Oh, I mean, I've always had a bit of a knack for music.
No, please go back. There you go. Oh, you're on the map player. That's why you're being weird. There we go.
That you decided to bring it into a dungeon of all places.
Say that cat looked like a cow to me.
Please move. Pretty please, kitty. Thank you.
They're cats. They go where they like.
Yes. So true.
You find yourself in a room full of cats, wandering around, lounging, and there is a magical gleam coming from the center of the room. As it is clear to the lot of you that there is some fayish magic present in the room.
Seems relevant to check what the elements are here, too. From my implications.
It would be... I would say... earth and air.
I'll take a look at the magic in the center of the room, because I'm curious.
Inside is part of it.
Oh no. Does anyone else want to take a look at this with me?
Of course. Check, please.
How do you look at it, actually? Because...
What is the check? Insight?
Inside is part of it.
Please let me roll decent.
I can help.
I'll try to help.
Yep, same. Try to help.
Oh.
Not today. Boy, beginning adventurers. Oof.
Okay.
Using.
Just trying to tough out touching it, I guess.
And because giving an assist wouldn't help, Latch won't even bother.
Well, I mean, we got a 10, so that's decent.
Yep.
So, examining this particular bit of magic, this seems to be what's known in the Fayish tongues, especially among Elvish wizards, is a partal. Pawrtal.
Huh.
It is a little... it seems some Elvish wizard has opened a portal to a realm full of lovable Fayish cats. It is possible that if you ever find a kennel and have a certain amount of trade resources available, it's possible that you may be able to cajole one of the great Fayish great cats to come out through this portal and aid adventurers. So this likely was made by some other adventurer to help them elsewhere in the dungeon. This room probably was something else, and then the wizard kind of made it into something else after a ritual.
I love how you have to get through the fiery beetle room in order to get here.
Reach the cute kitties.
Yeah, so you reach cute cat room, you have to go through the explosive beetle room.
If friendly, I'll give one of them pets.
Approach one of the little black cats, can I get it to, interact with me?
Meow. Meow, meow. It starts pawing at you.
I'll bend over and see if it'll let me scritch it under the chin or behind the ears or anything.
Yeah, it totally will.
Oh, give it some scritches.
The cat, and once the other cats see that's happening, hey, I want scritches. Hey, I want scritches. Humans giving pets. Well, non-cat is giving pets.
As Latch is walking around, how do the cats seem to be reacting to his presence?
Big wide eyes, and their eyes are dilating as they stare at you.
Just sort of looks at them, continues walking.
You can see a gleam of light flickering in their eyes. They see you. They see what you actually are.
We should probably get going before they decide that they want to smother me.
Meow,
They seem
meow,
like-
Yes.
meow, 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 meow.
They seem
And
like
Time is of the
fake cats,
essence.
right?
Yes. I'm done giving them scritches and I get up and try to walk away.
meow. They start following you for a little bit, irritated. You stopped. Like, hey.
You said they seem like fake cats?
Yep, they're Fayish cats. Actually, for you, it's clear to you they're cats of the Fey realm. And this is a portal.
Oh,
This is a minor, like,
assist.
this is like a kiddie portal. So Fayish cats can come and go in this room.
Yeah.
I will
or as
put them in-
portal.
In the Fey tongue, then. Just say... Ask them if they know anything about what's up ahead.
They know that the way ahead is not dangerous. And they know that you should be giving them treats for telling you that. Give treats.
Okay.
Meow meow. Give treats. Meow meow. You have treats. Meow meow.
I'll give them an inventory point worth of treats.
I'm gonna check to see if you have a discovery. Do I roll one? Nope. I'm gonna ignore that 6. The cats are super friendly, but unfortunately, your bribery has not elicited any new information other than the goodwill of these cats, which, you know, they kind of already liked you anyway because they're Fayish cats who are lounging. So, but hey, they appreciate the free food.
Well, it was
So
more
lounging
thanks
is-
to them for telling us that the way ahead isn't dangerous.
Yeah, I'll say to you that as a Fayish person, when you give a gift, sometimes you are paying them, but some Fayish creatures may decide to be extra nice and tell you something more. They just didn't. Either they don't want to, or they don't know anything more than that. But they're
I
having
feel like with Fayish cats, the thing where, like, no matter where they are lounging, they always appear to be in a sunbeam.
yeah.
Hmm.
So you
Even
all
if it defies all angles.
so you all progress to the next room.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, we know it's not dangerous. That was already determined. So
Weird cat room. Why?
Good cat room.
as you have a vague memory of passing by these cats and them sniffing at you, it's like, go away, cats. Actually, no. The last time you were here, these cats weren't here. This is new.
Yes.
Ahaha. No wonder they weren't so scared. That's what I thought. Do. Grid. Yes. Okay. Boop, boop. Map. And they go back. New door. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Oh, I can drop the grid again. So, the way ahead, it appears that this room has been remade by traveling adventurers, or actually no, I take this back. This was made. What did I draw? This was made by the priests and priestesses of the princess, as this is a library of ancient magic.
Ooh, my eyes light up.
You even see
I
that some of
assume
the
this
books
has
have been removed. It is actually probably likely, and correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Cawthorn, I imagine that some of the books that the stacks benefit from come from here. And there's a sort of gentle agreement of, hey, look, you're supposed to put some of those back, or at least put something else in there when you go back in the dungeon, just as a courtesy. Not that everyone does it, but, it's a nice thing to do.
Yes, you're asking people to return books in this village. No.
Yeah, in theory, it's supposed to keep books circulating,
Mm-hmm.
but
She'll stride past and glance over the titles.
You find one title in particular called Valkyria. The Book of Valkyria.
Latch will
What did you
also
say the name
grant-
of the room was again, specifically? Or the type of room?
It is an ancient library.
Okay. Well, I remembered you mentioned consecrated to the princess's priesthood or whatever.
Yeah,
Or
the priests
they
are the
made
ones
it?
that made this. They're the ones that made this room. This is a library meant for the temple.
Okay. Yeah, then I will locate whatever place in it you would normally go to, like, give alms or whatever, and I'll put a zenit in it.
Yeah, you're able to do that. You find there's a little offering dish you find against one of the walls.
Yep.
You see, there's other
Latch
people
will
who've done the same
also-
thing you have. That people would have set coins here, even if the priests never work in this room. I imagine that's a sort of it encourages other adventurers like lore masters to come in here once in a while and check on the books and maintain them and stuff. So because some people honor the princess's wishes even if the original priesthood isn't here anymore.
Yep.
I believe Latch, you were
Latch
looking at
will-
books.
Yeah, Latch will give a look over some of these books.
You find the Book of Herdak's Chains.
I was going to say after I pay my fee that I feel is important, then I will go to the other side of the stacks and see what I find as well.
You find another copy of Herdak's Chains.
Oh. I put it back. We don't need 2 copies.
It's Herdak's Chains.
Out of character. Dare I wonder if it's one of those books that's just pulp, where it's been mass circulated. Like whenever you go to those
Right.
airports and you see those James Patterson books that are very clearly ghost written.
Yeah. See if I can find something that isn't mass
What about Roan?
Ron's playing with the cats, it seems.
Yeah.
Meow meow.
Well,
Meow meow. Meow.
I
More
will
treats.
return to
Meow.
here,
Aw. Fine.
start looking for books, I guess. Or looking at books, anyways.
Book of Portals.
Well, that's fitting.
Yeah, that seems appropriate. Now we know how they got that there. I didn't want a copy that someone else had already found. I'll see if I can find something different in a different shelf. If that's all
I'll
right.
pick up that Book of Valkyria and pocket it.
Now, here's a question. Do we get the feeling that with books like this is you do something with it and then the book is used, or
Well, no one's read any of the books, so you don't know. You just saw you're just
Oh,
looking at the
it's
titles.
powerful.
Yeah, I'll glance through it. I mean, I am a scholar. And a book aficionado.
So the Book of Valkyria is a ritual book that it teaches you a special ritual that, as long as you have ritualism, you can use it. It's really, but if you use spiritism, it works better. You get a bonus to your ritual. You're able to summon if ghosts from beyond who have died in this place, who have good intention. Who can, if you're able to find a place of healing somewhere in the strata, you can have people get the benefit of rest because of if you do a ritual of the Valkyria in a certain room, you can basically pull the good healing energy from a very particular place to that room, and now that room's somewhere you can rest and heal. Because you find spirits of healers who died trying to save people, and they just continue saving people in the dungeon. Book of Herdak's Chains. This is a ritual book. I don't know what ritualism. Obviously, we'll use it. I'm not sure which type of ritual. I have to look that up. I think Chimerism's correct. The one that deals with beasts, because
yes.
Hey, I'll start the first time. Go me. This is the Herdak's Chains is a ritual of binding, in that it's you don't use it for like minor monsters like regular like bombard ants. You wouldn't use it for a bombard ant. It's overkill. It's meant for like a great beast, that like a champion or an elite creature, that if you commit the ritual of Herdak's Chains, it traps mystical chains of Herdak, reach out from the walls and bind the creature and freeze it in place in that room. The upside is you will trap the monster in that room and it can't leave. Downside is it's trapped in that room and anyone who goes in there has to deal with this. If they want, they have to sneak by it or fight it or whatever. But the good thing is, because the problem with elite, like the bombard ants, most creatures will stay in their room because that's their room. They know they're safe in there. But
others
will chase you.
Yeah, elites and champions definitely chase you, and elites very well could chase you around.
Okay.
Whereas Herdak's Chains binds them to the room.
I will hold on to that book then. After all, I won't put it back. That sounds useful to hold on to.
And Book of Portals, it allows you to change a room into a room filled with lovable cats. It's a very difficult spell though, because you're fundamentally changing the area you're in and then opening a portal into the Fey realm. But hey, if you really hate a room and it's super dangerous, that's one way to make it less dangerous. Just make it a portal room.
Miss Cawthorn, pardon me.
Yes?
Would you like to trade? I happen to be a priestess, so I would be able to use that ritual very well.
Perhaps it's best if I hold on to it.
All right. I'll hold on to this one then. If you change your mind, let me know.
Yes. Right.
Do you want this one? I hold up the cardboard book. I can't use it.
With a big cat paw on it with little leaves around the paw.
Well, I mean, think about it. If we get stuck somewhere far deep in the dungeon, we could make another portal room and then travel through the portals between the two rooms. Through the Fey realm of the cats.
Pretty sure only the cats can use the portal.
Did we try to use the portal?
Well, no, that's
I'm assuming it was a small little thing.
Oh, I see. I wasn't sure if it was big enough for a person to go through or not.
They'd have to shrink themselves somehow. Yeah, because it's cat-sized.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah.
It's literally a Fey cat door.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's a Fey gate. It's just a cat flap.
I'm happy to hold on to that book and carry it with us because maybe we find some room that's like consecrated to some evil creature, and we could reconsecrate it to making it a room of Fey cats instead, which would only benefit the dungeon and us, right? like overwrite some horrible evil room with something more benign. So that seems useful.
Especially in
Sure.
deeper strata.
Yeah.
You can start a lucrative petting zoo business.
Meow.
Yippee.
All right. Well, I'll take one book of portals and one book of huge Rex chains, and I'll put those in my inventory. If you don't want them, that's fine.
Meow, meow.
Might come in useful.
The cats would enjoy that.
Meow.
Petting zoo thing. I mean,
As you can hear, there's a
At
lot of
this
cats
po-
in that room. It's kind of hard not
Yep.
to hear them now.
I love them. I've never hated having to be an emotionless jerk up until this moment.
It's more true to life. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Woof.
Okay, I
but
have to my other items.
Yep. So with that, Latch is gonna shuffle that book into his backpack and make for the door.
You all move on to the next room.
Yes.
Recall. What's your...
I'm gonna go back by the thing on the way out and put in 3 more Zenit. That way there's at least 1 Zenit paid for each book we took, in case if that becomes important.
I will keep that in mind, actually, if you come back to this room again. I'll think, I have an idea. But yes.
Okay.
So next room is not dangerous. That's good.
Yep.
yeah.
Grid. What kind of room is this? Whoopsie. It is a 2 of diamonds. That's not probably too bad. Oops,
Oh, I
wrong.
had a good accident. There we go.
When the grid's on, it snaps you into that grid square, but that's...
Oh, I see. That's
I-
what happened. All right. No worries. I think you can hold a button to make it not do that. Control.
Alt.
Alt.
Alt. I knew it was something.
Uh,
Thank you.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Hold Alt while you move your token. It doesn't snap.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Wow.
Yo, Joe.
Okay. All right. And
But actually, I was the one who was going first.
the
so-
good thing is you actually get 2 rooms out of this, so that's helpful.
Oh. Because is it like a double length? Or.
Oops.
Double wide. Didn't you know we're in the
Right.
trailer park level of the dungeon?
Ah,
Thank you. I'm glad someone laughed. I knew as soon as I was saying that it was a risky joke.
Bravo, bravo.
And we'll grab that room, and we'll have a pre-open door indicating these are connected to each other.
okay. So it's not one big room, but it's 2 connected
adjoining rooms.
2 adjoining rooms. Cool.
Like in a hotel, with 2 rooms that have a big opening between them, I guess.
Oh, I can draw off the grid now because I drew the rooms. Yeah. The reason I'm flipping back and forth on the grid is so that way I can keep the rooms somewhat organized,
aligned.
and aligned. And they have rules in the book for how to how big certain rooms are. Some rooms are huge, and there's a reason for that because they either have a huge benefit or they're a huge pain in the neck.
Uh-oh.
It's an object.
Whoops. What the copy pasta?
Wide. Oh god. I thought there were just gonna be the 2 on the other side of the doors and we were gonna have to do the I'm the one that tells lies.
That's so easy that once you know the trick, though.
Yep. But
There's something.
The easiest trick is when one of them says, one of us only lies and one only tells the truth, is to then to like shoot one of them. Ha!
You step into this room and find 4 clockwork bronze golems.
Wow, that music. Perfect.
who are playing music.
Let sort of
And
looks around.
How are they playing music? Are they carrying instruments or are they the instruments?
it seems to be coming from within them.
Yep, they are the instruments. All right. Or they're recordings of some kind.
Oh,
Latch
I'm wrong.
just-
I'm wrong.
I-
It's not 2 rooms. It is just 1 room. I misstuck with the thing was telling me.
Latch just absentmindedly starts tapping his foot.
The music's coming from. You know how there's like those music boxes, like little pins in them as it turns.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Yep.
that, but magically enhanced.
Cool.
Are they all playing the same song, or are they each playing a different part of the song together? So that it all comes together to make one song.
Yeah, they're playing different parts of the song.
Okay.
Have I ever
Well-
seen a music box before?
I beg your pardon.
Have I ever seen a music box before?
You tell me.
I'm not sure.
I'm sure I haven't. I'm entranced.
Yeah, this looks very much like in the style of the Sultan of Ascara. Like this is kind of out of place. These guys are kind of odd in the kingdom.
Hmm.
I mean, like, Latch, what the hell? What are these things?
I don't know, but I'll say this: the tune's catchy, and he tapping his feet in time with it. He sets the violin under his chin and starts trying to sort of play in time with the tune.
Willpower is part of it.
Cool. God.
I wonder if I could, like, clap my hands and dance to it.
Uh-oh. How bad is
Ruh-roh.
this? It's oddly good. That's creepy and weird. The music changes as it matches the spirit of Latch's playing. Latch, for a brief moment, you see the room filled with ghostly sailors, laughing, talking among themselves, giving each other big backslaps, laughing over some dice roll. These are your memories of a time long ago.
He just sort of walks between the phantoms, just not even addressing them. But then eventually he closes his eyes and presumably he stops playing and then opens them again, and I presume they're all gone.
Yep.
Yeah. I assume no one else saw that.
No, they saw that. They saw it because the
Oh.
golems changed to match your music. You felt
Oh,
compelled to
cool.
play a song, and you played a very somber song, and it summoned them.
Because you're an emo boy.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh.
Cool.
And
Well,
then
let's
once
get
you
out
stop
of here
playing,
before
the
we
music goes
mess
back to
up.
the music from before. Seems to have a default
Well,
song, a hold music, if you will.
Yeah, well, they're not blocking us, so let's move on. Maybe we can consider this a safe room to lock ourselves into if we don't want to use the library.
Inside is part of
Yeah.
Hawthorne.
it. Inside is part of it for that assertion. I might be able to help you there.
As we settle back into our other marching order, I'll sort of slide back one slot to approach Latch. And I'm just going to quietly say, You're pretty good at that thing. Where did you learn to play?
Well, I learned, well, let's see.
This somebody's checking to see if they're going to sleep.
Yes, me. I just thought I'd go ahead and let y'all know in text before I hit the roll. While we're talking, I'm like looking around the room and thinking. So how long have you played for?
Oh, I've been playing for a couple of years.
Well, you
But,
can see savage beasts, fey cats, and whatever these are.
Yeah, well, when I play, I put my soul into it.
Hmm. Well, keep doing what works. And I give you a bright smile and a thumbs up.
Anyone gonna assist that insight roll, or is that gonna stand?
It's nothing personal. But Paige is not really a team player right now. She will not assist.
Nor is Latch. This
Let's
is
just
great.
go then.
Yep.
This is so
I
funny.
get whatever info an 8 gets.
8 tells you that you get the feeling there's something special or magical about this room, but you don't
It's
know enough
not
about
anything
this. You're not sure enough about Magitech about how it works, but you're
Sure.
sure something's going on. It's not spiritism, but something's going on.
Yeah. Man,
Cool.
if only we had someone who was good with Magitech on this team. What a shame.
Oh, and actually, one
Let's go.
Living
thing.
her best life.
One thing I actually kind of goofed earlier, and I actually didn't need to insist so hard. Remember back in the bombard room, I was like, you were like, oh, I peek in the door to see what's in the next room. My actual answer should have been, you see a hallway, because in this grid format, there's a presumption that, and I'm mixing Fabula, Ultima, and Delve together. There's a presumption I'm
You're right.
making that between each door, there's a bit of hallway between each one. So you're
Gotcha.
not, until
Okay,
you cross
no
the hallway,
problem.
you don't know what's there. I just want to make
Understood.
sure that was clear for everybody, because I was like, oh wait, that's what I was doing. I forgot how I was running my own game.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fair. Thank you. All right, but I guess we move on.
Move on.
Like I'll note for my own personal knowledge that something magical is going on here, but I do not comprehend it.
Out
Ow.
of character. That room was jaunty.
Well,
right.
until you played.
Yeah.
Emo music.
They don't know all my friends are dead.
God. You don't know all my friends are dead.
That's terrible.
My Bloody Valentine.
Just sitting there in the corner, like with just like that one meme.
Yeah.
All right, back to being Spooky Town. Hey, could I? You're the same size. Can I? Oh no, it won't snap. That's why I'm not doing that. I remember now. Ba 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 ba. And the room ahead.
Is it a room or is it a head?
It is.
Sorry.
Oh. Oh yeah, no. I'm right. Aren't I? Double checking something. Make sure I'm creating the correct rooms and the given on the floor you're on. There we go. Da 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 da. Oh, that's okay. Well, so you've been very fortunate. When I draw, when I draw hearts or diamonds, you're supposed to find stuff, You're supposed to find resources or trade goods. I've been kind of drawing hearts and diamonds before and just creating rooms. I'm not supposed to be doing that unless it says me to. So, what that means, what this actually means, is this is a hallway or a corridor. It's a little bigger than I meant it to be. You can be a little smaller than that. Oh. Smaller? There we go.
Okay.
So this room has various. You find a room where there's they've stored some resources here. So think metals, ores, wood, latches, things like that. This is a building room.
We've already got a
We got
latch.
you in here. Yeah.
So you're now aware of at least 2 resources worth of materials.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
No,
if we
one
need it,
latch
we
is
can
more
come
than
back
enough.
for it. Yeah. Especially if they're just going to play emo music.
Exactly.
Guys need anything?
Crawl in my skin.
Anything but that.
At least he's not playing Wonderwall.
Oh, I figured
When
that
you
was
say-
coming when you really wanted to depress us.
Resources, you mean like trade goods? Like adventuring supplies? I couldn't say pull out an MP potion here now, could I?
Think more raw wood, metal, gems, things like that.
Stuff you might use for a project, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, more like project materials.
Okay.
Yes,
Raw
things that would be used in the town management mini game.
Any ink? No.
Any ink? There are bottles.
Just bottles, unlabeled.
Yeah. Like you look in real quick, it doesn't look like there's any ink in there. It looks like it looks like you would put ink in it for something.
Empty bottles could always be useful. I'll grab a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you're all hooligans.
Map layer. There we go.
So are these resources things we can take with us, or
These are things that if you roll a 1, you now have more options to say. You now narratively can explain, I wonder why this room is built a certain way. It's like, oh, because obviously this is a room where the people who are building the dungeon would take stuff from.
Mhm.
So until you
Right.
find it, it doesn't make sense for your character to find a room later that says, oh yeah, it requires a bunch of resources and trade goods to have been made. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. How is it supported? This room explains why it's supported. For you, on an adventuring level, it doesn't really mean a whole lot to you. It's meant for it at best. House ruley, I would say this is a room you could get a discount on project rolls because this is just straight up raw material for building the dungeon.
Okay. That's
Alas, no
pretty handy.
tinkers.
alas, no takers. So yeah, next room then.
Oh wait, shoot, I forgot what that was.
I think we need to examine the door first, right?
I rolled for danger, did I? I did not. Yes, I did. I rolled. Yeah, I did. So, boop. Oh, another resource room. Oh no, I remember. I pulled an ace of clubs, didn't I? Yes, I was about to draw it, and I was asked the question while I was drawing it. Oopsie. That's my bad. What? Try again? There we go. Back. This is where we get more weird stuff, because dungeons are weird.
You don't say.
Are they as weird as Mrs. Cawthorn?
You saying that in character?
No, it was just a meta joke.
God, we're only like a quarter of the way across this thing.
You find what appears to be an underground forest.
Huh. Wonder how they got all this down here.
Is there actually a sky and birds, and like, is it a magical forest? Like, we're in the dungeon, but it feels like we're outside for a little bit.
You look
And
up
there's, like,
and
we're coming
see ceiling. And it
Okay.
looks actually since you're on the upper floors, you do see that they've built in some skylights to let in natural sun.
Oh,
Because you're pretty high, you're on the first strata, so it's actually perfectly reasonable for you to have found in a arboretum.
okay. Is this a? Do we sense any sense of danger out of this forest at all, or?
No, it's a clear path. It's mildly wild, but it's been left a little wild because no one's been tending to it. But it was meant to be. On a quick glance, it's the sort of thing where a large dungeon or a large temple might develop their own arboretum, partially to satisfy the Fae, so they don't get mad about cutting down trees as much. But also, it's a secure source of wood
Okay.
that you can quickly grow trees in again.
I'll wander through.
You actually
Oh,
recognize
the
some of the
trees, yeah.
trees, Hannah, as you move through it. Like these trees are
Are they-
local to the region.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's almost like stepping outside of my village and wandering around the mountainside. Except the terrain's a little flatter, but yeah. Feels like home.
Do I remember this room? This feels like a room it's iconic enough for me to remember when I walked through the first time.
Yeah, you've like this is something that's been here since the building of the temple.
Are there any signs where people may have like left and then covered up campsites where they had stayed overnight or taken rests? Anywhere?
Maybe not really. You might see like a discarded like floor mat where someone threw down a bit of cloth to sit down and they got up to leave it, but you wouldn't set up like there's still stone floors and places where the trees are, there is like little dirt areas for them, but the rest of the floor is still like stone floor. So this is this would be a weird room to rest in. You could, I guess, if you just wanted to hang out. If you wanted to hang out in a garden, this is in an arboretum. This is a pretty relaxing place to hang out.
Have a little natural air. Yeah.
It's no better a place to set up camp than just about any other room we've been in, save perhaps the bomb ants room.
Magic tents probably would be pretty cool in here
Yeah.
because you get to be. It's like magic tenting but outdoors, except you're inside.
Yep. Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Or the worst. Worst of both. I don't know. Take your pick.
Miss Cawthorn is going to turn around. She's to face the door they walked in from. Kind of hold up her grimoire, kind of like think to herself. Like she's trying to figure out which way she came through this the first time. Then turns back around and walks right to the exit.
I'll follow
Are you
along.
okay, Ian?
Yes. Quite all right.
You looked a little confused for a moment.
I did?
Well, you were like looking at the both doors like you couldn't tell which way you came from for a second.
Oh, I know what way I came from. Needn't worry yourself.
I'll just shrug and wait for you to examine the door.
As you start approaching the door, you notice that there are vines that have crawled over the door.
This is new.
What type of vines?
Look like ivy vines, if you know what I mean.
Okay, like ordinary ivy. We're not dealing with any like carnivorous plant that's going to try and eat us the moment we open the door, right?
Yeah, actually, funny you should ask me that. Yeah, it's totally a plant monster.
Well, it's a good thing we have torches we brought.
Oh dear.
What are the elements in the room now that apparently there's some danger to deal with?
Oh hey, I know exactly what kind of monster it is. One moment, and I'll be able to answer that once I get the whoa. No, computer, stop help. Or trying to stop helping. Thank you. Whoop. Your way is blocked by a pester vine. The elements of this room are earth and air.
Okay. Shame it couldn't have been fire. Oh well.
Because it gives me it says that I'm supposed to pull from the room or the area you're in. So.
No, I get it. It's fine. I believe you. I'm surprised the bomb room wasn't fire. The bomb ants.
Yeah.
All right.
Right?
We aren't getting through this one without a fight.
Oh jeez.
Does anybody know anything about these vines?
Insight to study it.
Yeah, the trees all look familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen that critter before.
Hey, I get to tell you everything.
Nice.
It is a level 10 pester vine. A tangle of vines surrounding a thorny core that vertically will split into a bottomless maw. It is aggressive, cursed, quick, and thorny. Dex of D10, inside of D8, might D8, willpower D6. High HP of 60. It is vulnerable to wind, immune to dark, resistant to earth, vulnerable to fire, resistant to poison. As a plant, it is immune to dazed, enraged, and shaken. And it has 2 attacks. A corrupting vine attack that does physical damage and can force the target to be weak. If the target is made weak, they cannot guard. The corrupting vines basically make your arms slack, so it's hard to put you up your guard on purpose. And it also has a dark bite attack. I'll put the exact text in the Discord because I don't want to say them all on the stream.
Thank you.
And the rest you would know as well. Actually,
Well, if it's going to be attacking us, do y'all want me to put up a defensive screen spell around us, or does anybody want to do something else first? Or, I mean, obviously we have to roll initiative before we do anything, but...
I assume, are we dropping into initiative, Corby, now that this very aggressive vine thing has dropped in our laps?
Do you notice the vines as you approach the door? So as long as you don't approach the door, it won't do anything. But if you start doing aggressive actions, it's gonna see you and it'll react. But if you're just walking around the forest, it doesn't seem to bother you.
We're going to have to get past it.
I guess so.
Well, if you share everything that you learned about it, I'll say,
Yes.
well, at the very least, the local elements that I can invoke include air, and it's weak to air.
Yeah.
So I can hurt it real good, but I'm worried that it might be able to hurt us if I don't put up a protective spell first.
To you.
I say cut it to bits with wind.
Is somebody able to defend me if I get attacked after doing that?
I have something I can do, but I would need to go first.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
All right. So are we rolling initiative now then?
Are you performing aggressive actions? Are you toward the creature?
I will be attempting to provoke it.
Boop.
Cool.
Yep. I have a -1 on my initiative checks, by the way, but I don't have great.
I
Great
have
dice.
I have a 0 on my initiative.
So that is 0.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I roll a D8 -1, so.
And you, Paige, do you have anything for your initiative?
-2.
Okay. Well, since you're the one
I'll get
starting
it,
this,
so-
Roan, you might want to
Yeah.
roll initiative to start.
Oh,
Hey.
good roll.
I don't help.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't help. Oh, it's Dex plus
Hey.
Insight. Not terrible.
Hey, Paige, you help.
Nice. We're
The
at
best
12.
we-
defense is a strategic plan.
Yep, we have a 12. That's not bad.
Oh, there are many of these things.
Wonderful. There were more hiding among the trees.
Yep. You just because no one was messing with the trees, so I saw no reason to pick on you. It's like if you don't mess with them, that's actually what's going to throw you off. Is that these things are known as aggressive, but it's almost like they're magically induced not to attack things in this room, unless. But the thing is, to get past the door, you have to get this thing off, and there's no peaceful way to get it to leave. Unless you can talk to plants, which even then it'd probably be pretty hard because they're not very nice creatures. They want to eat you.
Right. So, if there's multiple of them, how about I actually put up a defensive screen first for this round? I can get up to 3 people with a defensive spell. Who needs it the most?
I will get
There's-
rocked if
Yeah.
I get hit.
Yeah, you and I
You,
definitely.
Paige, and Latch, probably.
Okay, I spend 15 mind points and go first, and I cast Rename Barrier spell. Spiritual Bubble! And up to 3 creatures, myself, Latch, and is it Ms. Cawthorn?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. The 3 of us each receive the defense value of 12 for the duration of the entire scene.
Cool.
You,
That's very good.
Cawthorn, and Latch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll just put a little tag so it's smaller. There. Nope.
And I'll go ahead and spend that 15. 15 well spent, I'd say.
What does your invoking magic look like?
So I sort of raise my hands and call to the spirits around me. In this case, it's a spiritist spell. So I basically well up from within my own soul a connection to the other spirits in the realm, and produce magical bubbles that fly out and surround each of the people that I'm defending, including myself with one of them. And those bubbles sink in and then surround your skin lightly with a little, inch out, like a little force field that looks like a little water bubble. It's protective.
Very good. One of the pester vines in the trees, this one, will look toward the magic of Hana and lash out with its no, it will move closer to you and try to bite at you. As the vines start crawling out through the trees, going from branch to branch to branch, and then one of them, all of a sudden the tangle thorns comes up and tries to bite down on you.
Wow,
17 to
that was a good
hit.
roll. That's a hit. It gets through my 12, so.
That is 19 dark damage.
Thanks.
Whew.
Okay.
You know what? I think I might have something good to go with next, especially if it's going to attack whoever goes next.
All right, Latch, go for it.
Yes. Oh, you have made a big mistake. As he puts the violin underneath his chin and he takes a strum, he is going to start by performing a magic chant. I am going to spend 30 mind points. Big spend here. That drops me down to 40 mind points. As I play I use a high volume shadow key with a haunting tone. Every enemy who can hear me suffers from the weak status effect.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice.
Additionally, I don't because they're immune, not resistant. If they were resistant, they would also lose resistance to dark damage if they had it.
Okay.
But they're immune, so it doesn't matter. But that's just one thing I can do. I have the class ability, so that was my magic chant. I then get vibrato when I sing a verse with a lower. So no, that doesn't happen. Yeah, it's better that I just do it to all of them. That's my turn.
So you played a high volume thing that basically...
Because I played a high volume thing.
Ah, I see. So that means... So all of them are now weakened, I think it was?
All of them are now weakened.
Weakened.
Pretty sure that's the one that lowers strength, is that right? Yep, lowers their might die.
And hey, Latch is right.
Yeah. As you see just this ghostly bluish teal jade pallor form over them as the one eye that you can see begins to glow, and the violin begins to glow in a similarly ghostly hue.
Which attracts one of the Pestervines to start rushing over to you through the dirt and trees and tries to bite at you to get you to stop. 12 to hit you, which I think...
Fortunately, a 12 is exactly what it needs to hit you.
But is it dark damage?
It is, yeah.
I'm immune to dark damage.
Very good.
So it bites onto you, and then it's just kind of... as it latches onto you in the darkness, tries to pull you into its maw. There's like this dark aura that starts hovering around you, and it just doesn't. It's not able to pull you into its maw. It recognizes someone else who is cursed, so you get the feeling they're not going to make these petrifieds. Now that they've seen that happen, they're not going to make that mistake again.
Yep.
Because they know what cursed is. Because they are.
All right, we're up.
Cawthorn or Roan?
I can. Okay. If you want to, go ahead. I can get one of them to focus on me, but
I can do damage to all of them.
Please do.
As Miss Cawthorn, from underneath her white cloak, she pulls out an aged-looking grimoire, and a pen, which she inscribes the arcane sigil upon, and then draws it forth, and calls forth, Gales of Boreas! Cut them to ribbons.
Yes!
Rah.
Nice.
Oh, buddy.
Definitely going to hit their magic defense.
Yep. What does that look like as the air lashes out at them?
She draws the sigil in the book. It appears in the air, in front of her hand, and then like a slash from a blade, the wind turns sharp as a razor and severs them.
Nice.
That's
Quick, efficient, elegant.
That's 46 damage. Ow! They're all in crisis.
Damn.
'Cause that is their vulnerability.
Good play.
Very nice.
For obvious reasons, the one at the door moves away from the door a bit. It's still kind of blocking it, but it moves out just enough to reach out and bite at you. That is 14.
And your dice are hot.
Mm-hmm. I'm
My
scared.
defensive spells do nothing for us.
I'm scared to
Oh.
roll doubles now. But I believe that hits you, Miss
Yeah.
Cawthorn.
Yes, it does.
You're looking at 17 dark damage.
Thanks.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're just rolling hot though.
Yeah.
I am in crisis.
That was quick.
As it's trying desperately to
Okay.
try to pull you in, and you're able to get out in time before it actually swallows you whole.
Oh, correction, I'm one above crisis.
Yeah, I'm the
Okay.
same. What about crisis?
Well, then you're not in crisis.
Well, the one that is attacking Miss Cawthorn, I will wave my torch at it and yell, "I'm going to roast you over a fire and eat you for dinner." Okay.
Oh, you
And
might.
it can make an opposed fight willpower check.
4.
Need to roll mine.
The might was reduced, and the willpower is not very good.
I get a bonus of +1 to that because of my skill level.
You got it.
Yes.
So it does not suffer in rage, but you do manage to pull its attention, so you know it's definitely going to attack you next.
That is what I wanted.
Okay.
Oh, you may want to consider a different action. Because the compulsion ends if they are no longer enraged.
Shoot, right.
They
Yeah, never
can't.
mind.
They can't be
Do
enraged.
And you would know that.
Yeah, you already know that.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll let you redo your turn because I missed that too. I was like, huh? Oh, that's the other thing that happens with provoke. Darn.
It only works on creatures who are enraged. Yeah.
Which makes sense. Come here. I don't care.
Well, because I have 2 weapons, I need to double check, but I believe you're able to roll an attack with each weapon you have. If you have one in your main hand or one in your offhand.
Oh, you're talking about 2-weapon attack?
Mm.
Yes. I forget what the downside is. I believe you get high roll 0, and you can attack twice.
Yeah, I think it's high roll 0 for both attacks, but you do hit with both.
Well, you can swing with both, yeah. You perform an attack. Actually, you have 2 actions. 2 weapons of the same category: 2 swords, 2 firearms.
Shit, never mind.
They would both lose the multi-property, and high roll is 0.
Does not work. But what I can do is just go rawr and smash one of them.
Punch.
And I have a couple of class abilities that take effect now.
Hits. It's physical. It doesn't. It's not one way or the other about physical. So
Those guys do not check the soul numbers, so that does not affect it.
it's back.
But shoot shot. It is suffering from a status attack, so it gets to take 2 extra damage in addition to the 14.
Before the
Oh,
cheap
that
shot,
is-
before the cheap shot even takes effect, you run up, punch it with your iron knuckle, and you crunch into the pre-slashed core, and it just the vine just peel apart and make a mess of vines on the floor. That door is no longer blocked. So escape is possible. Well, escape forward is possible. I should say.
So
Any
this
round,
matters.
they go first.
Oh, hang on. This actually matters to me. I totally forgot. Another creature that I could see lost hit points, and they were in crisis and were not undead. I gain 1 grave point.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Does that have any sort of appearance from?
I would imagine it's like as the thing hits the ground, like sort of a little like ghostly blue shadow zips from it, and like 2 latches, like into Latch's own shadow.
You know why you're called Latch? I guess.
You stabbed something, so might matters to you. So this one that was fighting Latch, rah, crawls up and over him, shoves Cawthorn back a little bit, and tries to bite down on Roan. 8 to hit you.
Hit.
Oh no, that
8
hit you.
hits you?
No, it does not.
Oh,
Ugh.
Nyam! Tries to bite you. You back off.
Okay.
Its turn. It goes to you all.
If I can go next, I can just basically kill the one that hadn't gone yet instantly.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, so I'll go next, and I basically use the air blast, which is 20 points of air damage dealt to him for 5 mind points. No roll necessary. Let me click on the
By the way, your defense thing, is that, I forget how long it lasts.
It's for the scene.
Oh,
Duration
for
of
the scene.
the
There you go. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that answers it there.
Yep. So yeah, I use my invocation of air to do a blast, which is 20 air damage to the enemy, I believe.
Before you
I don't have the table in front of me. Can you find that for me?
I'm reading the book right
So-
now.
My apologies.
So
We might just want to put some of these invocation tables right in the Roll20. So
let
we
me
pull
read,
up at will.
please, so I can figure out what you're supposed to do. Okay.
Sorry.
I can't multitask that well. Okay, so
My apologies.
Arrow blast is the thing you can do. When you forward, you choose option of access to well. Okay. So.
Yep. So I call on the spirits of air present on the scene to defend me and attack that beast with a blast of powerful air. Before it kills me.
Huh. I'm puzzled that it has no roll because
That's just how invokers work.
use an action. I'm wondering if it costs you anything. That's like
5 mind points. And later on, when I acquire the ability to hit multiple targets, it's the base 5 and then 10 more for each additional creature.
okay.
So it'd become, yeah. So it'd be
Oh,
15
that's
to
the
hit
limiter.
two.
I understand how it goes out because like that's like I can do air damage. That's great. Problem is you can't change it to something else because it's air damage because you're pulling from air and it.
Yeah, you're limited to what is on the scene.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Whatever's on the scene is all I can do.
So blam. What does that look like when you invoke air at this thing to destroy it?
So yeah, like I raise my arms dramatically again, and my spirit calls out to the spirit of air that are on the scene to aid me and defend me before this thing eats me, and they respond and attack. Note that this is all done wordlessly though, because I don't actually speak the language of the elementals. They just know I need them when I call them.
And that is another grave point for me.
Dun dun.
Good. So yeah, that's like
I cannot get it.
it's vulnerability, so that was like 40 air damage, right? That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I can't get any more. I can't get any more grave points than that. But
Good deal. And of course, the good news is the only enemy left has already acted.
If you don't mind, I'd like to attack it. As Latch is going to is going to stand before it and take one solid strum on his violin, which I will now show you what I have named this instrument of his. So edgy.
The strings of Requiem.
So, normally they are immune to dark damage. I know this. However, all dark damage that I deal ignores immunities and resistances.
Your dark song reaches out. The curse that keeps them moving does a similar thing that your thing does, where it kind of a bubble starts appearing and the dark damage at first stops, and then it narrows to small points and pierces like needles into the soul of the creature.
The way that I flavor this sort of stuff for him as he's playing the song is he plays a strum on it, and a ghostly cutlass appears in front of him and strikes up at the creature, cutting at it.
Thud.
And because I dealt damage to a creature that was weak, I would gain another grave point if I could, but I can't. But I also gain 2 mind points.
You fall out of combat as there are no more enemies present.
Could I still call on the spirits to heal me since they're still on the scene, even though we're out of combat?
The combat scene has ended, so.
All right, I wasn't sure how invoking worked.
But that said, though, the scene of you being in the room still has air, so these aren't limited to combat. I don't think. No, you just make a breeze come at you and you just heal yourself. Because I think these don't require you to be in
someone
combat.
Else. How damaged are you, Mrs. Cawthorn?
She quickly puts her arm back under her cloak. I'm fine.
Yeah, I cast Growth on her for 5 mind points. You heal 30. The spirits of the earth come to my call and heal you. You're fine now.
That was wholly unnecessary. But
How
I
bad does
appreciate the
Latch
gesture.
look?
Latch looks completely untouched.
The boy's haunted.
Oh, right. What about Rome?
I'm also in touch.
Okay,
The one-
well then I will heal myself.
One back
as well.
tried to swing at me, didn't hit, so I'm good.
Yeah, I got hurt pretty bad, so I'm going to heal myself too.
I will not be reliant on children.
I'm not a child. I'm 16.
You...
Child.
I just make a frowny face. I passed every test required to become an ordained priestess. I do not deserve to be spoken down to like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to open the door to the next room.
As you move to open the door to the next room, Cawthorn, you briefly have a memory of someone saying exactly, "I shouldn't be treated this way. I've done all the tests required." Of someone who was very indignant about being able to do something with a book, and then you then have a flash of a memory of seeing that person in a dark hallway, lying on the floor. As we end it there.
Cool.
Cool.
So that is it. That is all for now. For everyone watching out there, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for playing. And just as a quick snapshot for those out there, yeah. Using way out. There's plenty of dungeon for them to look through.
So much dungeon.
So much dungeon.
Real estate must be very cheap down here.
Yeah, we're gonna be there a while.
How did she build all this?
We'll see you all again next time. Have a good one. Bye.
Good lord. Good game. Good.
Great game.
Good
So
time.
much fun.
I think that's 5 experience points.
Because
Yeah, we
Fabula
didn't
was
burn any
Cutlass
of our-
with speed, and there's an Ultima because you haven't run into the... Because really, Ultima is something you'll find from the boss monster. Unless I roll a room that has a strong monster in it, but...
Yeah, but that's
That's pretty rare at the upper strata. It's more something that would happen lower
Right.
down.
right. Oh man. Yeah, because last campaign, we just kept getting Ultima, like, left, right, and center, because every time we went into a new chapter, we'd meet, like, a bunch of villains right off the bat.
Or you'd be made
Oof.
aware of one. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.